to start off today with Ruth Frickman, and her and David wanted to say a few words to Art and Amy.
I don't think so. Well, they are.
Well, Art called me a few days ago and asked if I'd say something, and so I jotted down a few things. Now the trick is if I can read what I wrote. When Bertle brought greetings at your 25th anniversary at the spacious lawn on the farm, he said he would have been more comfortable out on the grass there in greasy overalls, helping Art with some machinery. Well, I'm not real comfortable either, but I want to reminisce a little and thank Art and Amy for their friendship for a much longer time than 65 years. Amy and I go back a long way. I think I was in 3rd grade when her family moved into District 32. My parents liked having Amy come and stay overnight with me. And when Amy was to represent our school at the Township Declam Contest, which was about the time when the Lindemeyers had moved into that little house after the fire, my parents offered to help out by taking Amy, and me of course, to the big school in Evansville for the evening contest. We were very proud of Amy, but I don't remember her piece or how she plays. We knew she was really nervous though, because all of a sudden her fingers started to go like this. Soon her family moved to Grant County, which in those days was a long ways away. Then in 1934, when I was teaching in District 26, Amy would bring her cute little toddler, and our friendship was renewed. When I was married, we lived about a mile west of the Henneman's farm. Then during the last month of the 30s, David and Donnie were born 3 days apart. Then Nita and Carly, a few months apart. Then Sandy and Rick. Incidentally, Sandy was the only girl Ricky would invite to his birthday parties when he was in primary grade. I think it was because you could play ball. Our children played back and forth, sometimes because Amy or I needed to do some errands. As time went on, we both retired to Evansville on the same street. By that time, our churches had merged, so we saw each other at worship most Sundays, and Amy and I belonged to the same circle, also involved with Garden Club. And then Art, with remarkable foresight, saw the need for this wonderful senior citizens room and worked very hard on getting it built. By that time, Bertle's health was failing, but he supported him in all that he did. And now, I appreciate Art bringing me some fish, sweet corn, choke cherries, and so forth. And it's wonderful to be here with you all today. And now David is going to read what Bertle said at your 50th anniversary. But thanks for the memories.
I'm going to try and get by without the mic. Can you hear me in the back? Okay. Yeah, okay. This is my dad's words at the Golden Wedding approximately 15 years ago. But I think a lot of what he said then is still appropriate. My friends, it's hard to know what to say at a time like this. The best wishes I make will be echoed, of course, by all of us. If I may, Art and Amy, I'd like to think of some of the old times of the past years. I didn't go to grade school with Art. He'd zipped through old 26 in 6 or 7 years, so our meeting came later on. Even if we were close neighbors, the road east from our mailbox was just barely a cart road in those old days. Art was the fellow who made trips through the neighborhood each spring, dehorning all the calves, and doing other veterinary chores when necessary. That's how I first remember him. Maybe you remember picking corn back to the barn using a wagon with my dad's horses. Oh, I'm sorry, my dad's mules. We got that right. And then there were the Lindemeyer girls. Maybe when Amy saw Art for the first time, she thought to herself, as another lady I know said when she first saw her future husband, boy, he's for me. Because of that, we're all here today. It's been tough, but it's been a good life. Think of coming home on the eve of the 4th of July, finding your home, and all your stuff burned to the ground, and all the other adversities that life sometimes brings. Maybe your motto all these years has been, we shall overcome. In the kids' growing up years, our families and our names were very close. We first heard of Pearl Harbor after having been up to the Hennemans for David and Donnie's birthday party. Ernest, Hazel, and Harlan Burroughs were also there. We had gone up there by sled between the team of Maggie and Duchess. We remember 4-H, school events, going to each other's churches at Christmas. I can still see Sandra and Susie Benson walking home from choir practice and admiring the stars in the play Our Town. We were the juniors and seniors then. I think it was the most touching scene I've ever seen put on by a couple of high school kids. It must be that Art's middle name is Work. I really don't know anyone who started working so early in life and is still at it. If you don't believe me, try checking up on the church custodian sometime. And I'll just mention, my dad wrote this 15 years ago, and Art is still working. He was no slouch as county commissioner. Maybe he'll be remembered as the commission did the most for the people of his district. Amy's concern for people is no less. Who delivers meals on wheels in our town? Takes people to Alec and other places. That's Amy. There's a song, and I'm not going to try and sing it. It might even be a poem. There's a line that says, the best is yet to come. We certainly hope this for you.
Now my mom, Sandy, is going to come up and read a poem that is a favorite of Grandma, so come on up. When I Am an Old Woman by Jenny Joseph. When I am an old woman, I shall wear purple. With a red hat which doesn't go and doesn't suit me. And I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals and say we've no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go, or only bread and pickle in a week. and hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street and set a good example for our children. We will have friends over for dinner and read the papers. But maybe I ought to practice a little more, so when people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I am old and start to wear purple. Okay, and now we're going to have a little treat from Jack. You want to come on up? Oh. Okay, try now.
When I get old and losing my hair, many years from now, will you still be sending me Valentine's with that greeting bottle of wine? If I stayed out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? I'll be alright too. And if you say the word, I will stay with you. Send me a postcard. I could be handy, mending a fuse. When your lights are gone, you can hit the sweater by the fireside. Sunday mornings go for a ride, doing a garden, digging the weeds. Who could ask for more? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Boo!
All right, one more hand for Jack. Okay, now we're gonna have another segment called Memories from the Sisters. So if Deb and Sandy want to come up.
This is Sandy stuff. I'm on bun patrol. I'm just a Michael.
And she got some too. By the way, does anybody wonder who Jack is related to? Sharon. That's Sharon's grandson. Okay. Okay, we're gonna. Okay. After we're through? Okay. Okay. We have a few little memories we'd like to share with everybody. This first picture, and oh, here. You take it around and I'll read it. Okay. This is, you take it, shut it in, and This is a picture of Mom on her belated honeymoon with May and Sam and Dad. And she's out in the woods, and the picture will be passed around, but she has a little old bear right in front of her. So she looks like she's having a good time there, but she really didn't know what a bear was until after 65 years with Art. This is a picture of Dad and some fish that he caught. Some really, really, really big fish. You know, Art tells so many fish tales that when he caught this fish, nobody believed him.
Farmer.
This is a picture of Jake as a teenager, I think, with a great big deer that he caught hanging up. Jake, we were just wondering, did Jim Myers know about this? Jim Myers is a game warden. We all know Jake's reputation for purchasing hunting license and fishing license and so on. Matter of fact, wasn't that last time you were hunting goose? And, Mr. Myers came by and Jake kind of flew through the woods and under the fence and through over the rivers. Donnie, where's Donnie? Okay, you got to come up and see this one too. This is a picture of Donnie and Carly in their younger years, in their little exercise, their boxing trunks and their boxing gloves. You can... These two boys really had some big aspirations. And Donnie, wait a second. Donnie, we would like to present to you this Rocky video for those Rocky wannabes who to once again inspire you to greatness. This is a picture of Jake when Jake was a little one. Jake got in so much trouble always when he was a little and a teenager. He was always getting in trouble his whole entire life. Sean, you did? Okay. This picture of him is sitting outside. Even as an infant, he got put outside to eat.
Why don't you hold it up for me?
Bobby? Come on, Bobby. This is a picture of our Bobby, the original party animal. Bobby started young. He liked to party. And like the Energizer Buddy, he's still going strong. He hasn't quit yet. Oh. Bobby, come back for a second. We know that we were going to give you a vacation retreat. But you know, with cows and everything, it's kind of hard to never get a vacation. Gotta milk cows twice a day, 7 days a week and everything, so instead, to make up, we just thought we'd give you a subscription to Home and Away so you can look at the vacation spots and enjoy them in the magazine.
Do you know which one's Grandpa? No? Looks like John.
This is a picture of Jake again. Our oldest brother, our mentor, our leader. No, yeah. Show Jake. And our role model. He taught us everything we knew at a very early age. He did a great job, taught her well. She owns a bar in Ashby. Debbie and I didn't have quite so many problems. There was quite so many issues, you know. We always got along good. Debbie was always my favorite sister. Sometimes when I was young and get upset with my ugly brothers or get angry with my parents for some reason or whatever, what I would always say is, I don't like anyone but Jesus, God, and Debbie.
I always knew I ranked high.
I remember that picture.
This is a picture of Jake and Marlo. It's payback after all those years. You all know what I'm talking about, too. Like Tasha says, in a big fat lip. The picture is it's a picture of Jake and Marlo on their wedding day. And Jake has a little gun, a little pistol, pointed at Marlo, and so she's just sitting there with no smile on her face or anything. In the beginning, that's how Jake got Marlo to marry him. Today, Marlo has one condition for this marriage to continue. So, since this was pick on Jake game, we thank you for being such a good sport, and this is a hat from Tyrone. That's my boyfriend, the team that he plays for. So the San Jose SaberCats. And so there you go. There's your gift.
I've got a surprise there, too. Y'all know that Sandy's a grandmother now. I think I'm the only one that's not a grandmother. You know, everybody else is so old. Everybody but me. So I just thought Sandy needed some grandma things. So this is, grandma is the next best thing to Santa Claus. And grandchildren are the reward for having children. So grandma. There you go.
Okay, Grandpa, you wanted to say something? Come on up.
I don't need that.
Okay.
Ruth made a lot of comments about when her and Amy were growing up and changing places and everything and whatever. Then anyway, she didn't tell us how we met. And I remember that now. I got a letter one time in the mail inviting me to a dance or a party over to Lindemeyer House. And I didn't know it till a couple of years afterwards that Amy had wrote that letter and invited me. And then I didn't know her at that time anyhow yet. But anyway, I saw her in Erdolf. We used to go down to dances, you know. And something that always sticks in my mind. I saw her, I didn't know her at that time. She was with May, her sister. Anyway, she had such a nice smile on her face. That's what counted.
Okay, and the last thing we wanted to do to end the program before we have cake and sing happy anniversary and get to the good fun part I know you guys all just got comfortable, but we're just going to play a little game that might require us to change our seats, except you two are going to stay, and you two. And so if you look on your tickets that you have, did you lose them? You still have them? And there should be a number on the ticket, either 1, 2, 3, or 4. And the way we're going to do it is, all of the ones are going to come up here behind Norma at the first 2 tables. And then all of the 2s will be over here where Jake is at these first 2 tables. The 3s at the, behind over there, and then the 4s behind the 1s over here. So when you're all ready, let me know. Now, within your groups, those of you that brought your purses, we need pens and pencils if you have them.
You a 4? No, I'm a 1. I got to get up there, but I got to get up there.
Older one. She's going to pass around 6 questions to each table. Now, we're going to have approximately in between 7 and 10 minutes for you guys to work as a group and come up with the best exact possible answers that you can come up with. The more precise the answer, the better chance your group is going to have to win. And so we'll have a come on up, Janine.
Get them in chronological order. Come on.
Come on up. Send your leader. You need one person from your team.
We didn't even have a dress to send.
Yes, we did.
Put number 3 on them so they made sure
He's
all
not
of
big
them
enough.
won.
Okay, just you. What numbers that you got? And then I'm going to read the question. And then we'll see how long we got. Okay. Okay, the first question that they got, question number 1, how many brothers and sisters does Amy have? Name them, and for an additional 10 points, name them in chronological order.
Counting Amy has 13. Norma, May, Lewis.
Okay, Norma, May, Lewis, Francis, Amy, Carl, Grant, and his 2 siblings, Ernest, Charlie, Clinton, and Bob. Very good! Okay, second question. Okay. How many grandchildren do Mom and Dad have? Name them. You guys did get the hard ones. And in chronological order. Jerry, Linda, Vicki, Brian, Mike, Jeff, Sean, Natalie, Heather, Brenda, Ethan, Tanya, Robbie, David, Tasha, Ryan, Tiffany, Mary Ann, Bethany, Danny, Matthew, Marlena, and John. All right. Very good. Okay. Next question. What's the highest ranking military officer in the family? Brenda? And what comes before the Brenda? You didn't ask us that question. The highest ranking? Lieutenant. Nah. It's captain, but half. Give you half, because you got Brenda right. Okay, next question. Okay. Who lived in the most states? Linda did. She lived in Minnesota, Nevada, Hawaii, Montana, and Washington. Okay, and we have a tie. Okay, so, yeah. Okay. Okay. How many
people were born on the 16th? And if you can get the months, that would be great too. Debbie in August, Mary in August, Matthew in May, Bob in November, and Art in September. Very good. There's one more.
Sharon, you should have known the answer to that. Alicia?
October. Close, but no cigar. Oh, she's the 17th? Oh, okay, then you're right. All right. Okay, and the last question. How many great-grandchildren do Art and Amy have?
10 boys and
6 girls. Is that right? Nope. But we'll take it. All right. 13. That's what you have here. Yeah. Okay, group number 1, come on up and send a... Okay. Yep.
We got the easy one.
Okay, first question. What is Grandma's favorite number? 6. Is that right, Grandma? Woo! Ding, 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 ding. Okay. What are Art and Amy's parents' birth names?
Okay, we said Otto Frederick and Hulda Lohmeyer, and Emily Peterson and Louis Lindemeyer.
Is that right? All right.
Come on,
Half. We'll go half.
And what's your birthday?
quiet back there.
Okay, next question. Who lives the farthest away from Art and Amy?
We said Brenda, who lives in Hawaii.
All right. Okay, what year did Art and Amy get a television?
We guessed 1953.
Grandma? Grandpa? Okay, that one's wrong. 1957.
No.
Grandma?
I watched the Rose Bowl game up there way before that. I know that. I don't remember the exact year.
You got my case.
53
Oh, you guys were right. She says 53. Oh, okay, you guys got that one.
David, what was the score?
Okay, next question. What day of the week were Mom and Dad, Art and Amy married?
Tuesday.
Yep, that's right. Good guess. And who had 4 children in 1 year?
And we guessed Grandma Lindemeyer.
Is that right?
That wasn't on the question.
In chronological order.
Okay, the first question. What is Amy's favorite food and dessert?
So we figured she makes the best baked beans in the world and cinnamon rolls.
Oh, close. Very good. Cinnamon rolls. And we have here buns or bread, so that counts. Cinnamon rolls. And strawberries and cream. So you get half. That was pretty good. Okay, what is Dad's favorite food and dessert?
So we said brandy and beer.
But we have ice cream now in here. I think we have the wrong answer and they have the right one.
You know, I would have a basement.
Okay, how many double birthdays are there in the family? And can you name the people? That wasn't on your card. Okay, but how many double birthdays did you guys have?
We were, I guess, 7.
1, 2. Okay, we have Norma and Robbie and Tyrone on October 27th. We have Deb and Mary Ann on August 16th. Otto, Donnie, and Josie on December 8th. Tanya and Whitney Tasha, excuse me, on the 19th of July, and Emily and Brenda on January 11th, and Larry and Sarah Beerstorm on December 15th.
One more.
There's one more.
Forget it.
Close enough.
You were close, Leroy.
Okay, number 24. Who were the attendants at Art and Amy's wedding?
Sam and me.
Do you know what else happened with them that day?
Didn't ask.
They
got married too.
bonus 10 points. There you go.
Double.
Very good. And then, what were the names of Art's horses?
We guessed. Pete and Daisy.
Babe and Blackie. No points for that one. And the last one, who will be eligible for Medicare on their next birthday?
We guessed Jake.
Bonus 100 points. Raise the roof, raise the roof. Okay, and the last group, come on down.
Well, that's why I
Okay. What year did Mom and Dad move into town?
1971.
72. Oh, sometimes they're tricky. They look easy, but they're really, the easy ones always get me. Okay. How many nationalities are there in this family?
German and Sweden.
I think, let's see. No. The entire family. She never thought it was different. That's how good of a family we have. We thought it was our Navy. Oh, okay.
That's why we said Jews.
Oh, okay. That would have been right. But we got them all, so we don't even have to name them because.
Well, for this around.
No, you'll get bonus points. Or some points for that.
We just thought you meant them.
Okay. Well, that's right for them.
Well, Danny thought it would be easier to name what not was in the family. If that was the case, but we thought it was Art and Amy.
Smart. Okay, what are Art and Amy's birth names?
Emily Ivanette Lindemeyer and August Arthur Edward Henneman.
Very good. Woo! Okay, who was Old Salty?
Debbie?
Do you know the story behind it?
She fell in the ocean.
So that was her nickname. Gerald named her that. Okay, who is the youngest grandchild?
John Henneman.
Very good. And then, what was Mom's favorite Christmas present as a child?
A necklace.
Is that right, Grandma? Yep. Marlena must have been in your group.
I remember when they moved to town.
Okay. And then, what year did? Oh, right. That first one. Okay, very good. So we're going to tally up the points and we'll let you know the results of the game. Seems like you guys know your family history pretty well. So good job.
No, great granddaughter, you're not the youngest. Jeff and Trisha's newest one will be the youngest right now. Somebody else is Becky? Right, but I'm just saying that theirs will be the...
Okay, we have a tie. Yeah. We have a tie between group number 3 Group number 1. And we have a couple bonus questions, tiebreaker type questions, so.
We had the hardest.
You did. You did.
We should get them.
Okay.
We have so simple.
That's right, we'll do a bonus question. Bonus question is, where was Art born and where was Amy born?
Come on, Donnie.
Write it down. Write it down. Write it down.
Write it down,
Don't say it
yeah.
out loud, they're listening.
And the third bonus question,
Wait.
New Leipzig, North Dakota.
You're not over there to help.
Well, Jake was there, so.
Jake was there when they were born, supervising. Come on, Donnie.
Okay.
Okay, Dad was born near Presho, South Dakota, and Mom was born in New Leipzig, North Dakota, and the barn was built in 1948. 1948.
And you guys got the exact same answers. So I think team 3 are the winners for the game because they had to answer all the hard questions, and you know they did it very well and got all the names. So, and team number 1 is being a good sport about it. So.
We'll let you guys have it.
So what kind of magazine you guys get?
Well, I want to say thanks to all the girls for doing this hard work. It was a lot of fun, but poor Gerald, he does get it. Both in the beginning and the end.
You deserved it, Amy.
That's true. But I can understand now why Sandra and Debbie kept on so late at night. So, okay, and I want to thank all of you for coming. That is very wonderful to have you all here. Thank you.
Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do is, I hope you all still held on to your tickets. We're going to have a little raffle. So, Marlena, why don't you come up and give me a ticket? Now, everyone pull out their tickets, and I'm just going to read the last 2 numbers of the ticket because all the other tickets are the same, the numbers. Or the last, I guess it would be the last 3 numbers. So 813. Anyone get that one? 13, the last 2 numbers of your ticket. 13. Leroy, we got a winner. Well, let's check it just to make sure. Just kidding. Here you go. Here's your prize. It's a. Whoops. Let me see your ticket just to make sure you're not driving me. Oh, it is the same. Okay, so the rest of the prizes will go to team. They'll get their fair share too. You want something to say? You got something to say? Okay, so I guess we're gonna have cake now. Is that good? And sandwiches and salad. Yeah. So everyone, help yourselves to the back, I guess. Anything else? Okay, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Back in the class.